Hello, it's Myra, and today is not a block game day. Today is an art day, and also a little bit of a story day. I'm going to be talking about some characters who are part of a story called Singularity, which isn't fully planned out just yet, and going over mostly minor spoilers. There may be some big ones here and there. This series will run alongside my Minecraft series, so that I can switch between them depending on what my motivation, makes me do. I haven't actually made a speed paint like this before, so we're just gonna see how things turn out and learn from there. I'm also going to be fiddling around with some different editing stuff, as you can probably see, but yeah, we'll figure it out. In any case, let's get started. I thought a lot about who to start with, because I could have started with the creator of the universe, or the creator of the specific planet the story takes place in, but I thought, wouldn't it be better to start with the actual character who's dragging us along for the story? So, yeah. I decided on Leena. Her full name is Leena Renee Kitsap, but everyone calls her Leena. She was born mortal to mortal parents, but both of her parents had very strong magical inclinations, and that culminated in her having a highly magical body. So her ability to manipulate mana, which is just magical energy that doesn't have a shape yet, just pure energy, is very low in terms of like creating fire or tossing around lightning, but she can enhance her body's strength and speed, as well as shapeshift into small or medium-sized animals. Nothing too much smaller or too much bigger than her actual body. So being a shapeshifter in Leena's world is pretty much considered a strictly divine trait. This obviously put a huge target on her back, but also caught the attention of the creator of her world, the Primordial of Death, also more commonly known as the Watcher. He began to, well, watch over her. However, just as she was starting to grow into her teenage years, she was captured by the vampiric tyrant of her land and made to lead a horrible life. By the time she managed her first escape plan, she had returned home to find only ashes. After being caught again, the next time she tried escaping, she ended up dead. Obviously, she was filled with agony and longing, so her soul did its best to try and linger, desperately holding itself together rather than crystallize into a mana crystal, which is what Leena's world runs on, be it for big machines or small gadgets. The Watcher was quick to scoop her up into his realm and asked her to become one of his demons, or in other words, become a minor god and a servant for him. However, Leena saw this powerful entity that had done absolutely nothing to help her, and just was so upset. How could he ask that of her when he hadn't helped her at all and she'd lived this horrible, horrible life? So, in a fit of rage, she grabbed a cage of fractured souls and fused them with herself to stabilize her own soul, then demanded to be put back into the world and given another chance. The Watcher, surprisingly, allowed it, and so Leena was reborn. This time she didn't dawdle. She had retained many aspects of her appearance and the same magical traits as before, but now she was out for blood. However, at the end of this new life, despite her carnage and mostly fulfilling what her wishes were, she found herself born again. Confused, she lived another life, this one of great luxury. She hid away her fortune just in case, and then, as she thought, she was born yet again as a new baby. She'd been conned. Although she refused to be a servant of the Watcher, he never said she wouldn't be immortal in some way. Leena couldn't quite grapple with living wretched lives over and over, with her shape-shifting constantly putting her in one peril after another. Eventually, she began using her stashed wealth to not only buy expensive magical items to aid her in her survival, but she also used the luxuries to try and fill the void. She became vain and proud, acting like a prim noble no matter what her new bloodline was. Until one day, she met a little vampire and had a brief thought. Maybe I can turn the tables. Leena is indeed very proud. She flaunts and flirts and is always looking for weaknesses to exploit. Despite her riches accumulated over many lifetimes, she still steals things that she doesn't want to waste money on, and has no problem killing those who get in her way for the most part. However, by the start of the story, she's been struggling a lot with her old morals. Even though she's done horrible things, she can't stop caring about people. She can't stop loving people. And she just wants to get rid of that. This leads to her journey to become truly immortal in hopes of losing all her humanity completely, to become like the very thing she hates. She ends up using the people around her to achieve her goals, but, well, things are never quite that easy, are they? Alright, that's my little ramble about Leena. This is the first time I've tried using a script, so if it sounds like I'm reading off a script, because I'm reading off a script. But yeah, as I do more characters, you'll learn more about her. Um, yeah, I'll try to keep it a little vague in places so that I have more things to say. With other characters, I'll be delving into different aspects of Leena and her world depending on the character I'm doing. So, yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully, I can get these out in a timely manner, but I'm not gonna push myself. I mean, I'm not gonna get money out of this, so there's no reason to push myself on it. But, anyways, remember to eat, drink, and take your meds. See you next time. However, just as she was starting to grow into her teenage years, she was captured by the tyrant of her land, who happened to be a vampire, and made to lead a horrible life. And was made. Eventually, she began using her stashed wealth to not only buy expensive medical. Leena is indeed very proud. She flaunts and flirts and is always looking for witnesses. Despite her abounding riches, man, reading scripts is hard.